little bit of this, a little bit of that, and everything in between.
All right, can we get a name at least?
The working title right now is Good Man. I'm thinking about,
Nice.
you know, it's what every woman wants and what every man should aspire to be. You know, I'm in a different space now, different headspace. No pun absolutely intended. I'm in a completely different headspace now. You know, my confidence is in a different place. You know, a lot of people don't realize my hat was a crutch for a long time. It was my insecurity. You know, my hair started thinning here and here when I was young, and I was allowed to wear my hat in school because of how bad I got teased about it.
Yeah.
So after a while, the hat just kind of became part of my face. Like, I ain't feel right without the hat. I felt naked without my hat. So I told myself in 2017, you know what I'm saying? Let's get on this self-love tip. Let's get on this accepting ourselves for who we are, because there ain't nothing wrong with who we are.
Yes,
and
yes.
So here we are.
It's actually a very good point, because
Thank you, sir.
you're in all the promo photos and everything hatless.
Hats off. Hats off. Represent.
So I just wanted to you, when you say you're in a different headspace,
Yeah.
you have you're married.
Married, yes.
You have a
Happily
child.
married.
You have 3 kids now.
3 children, yes.
And now, when you're writing, what's your writing process? Your writing process changed now that you're married, now that you're so in love?
I'll put it this way. I can't do a complete album about just what's going on with me, because I'm happy as hell right now. And I know that everybody isn't, and I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to rub anything in anybody's face or anything like that. So the album is definitely, you know, my story, but it's also the story of people that I know. You know, not everybody's in the place that I'm in. Like, for example, there's one song on the album called Apology. And it's a conversation that I had with a friend of mine, because he's talking to me about, you know, where I am right now, where he is. He's still very much single and moving around. And he's like, man, do you think about all the hearts that you broke to get to the place now where you can actually be faithful? Do you ever think about that? And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's like, it's kind of a necessary evil. Like, in order for me to get to a place where I could appreciate what a woman is to the point where I could be faithful to a woman, I had to make the mistakes that I made. And, you know, some tears had to be shed, some hearts had to be broken. So I decided to take a song on the album and just basically dedicate it to all the girls I loved before I got to my wife and became the man I am today.
You know, it also kind of goes into, I saw a video of you talking about what you would tell to your younger self, and is that you would never stop any of the bad things from happening because you wouldn't be in this position today.
Absolutely. So you got to think about it. I mean, okay, God definitely works in good and evil, but God's definition of good and evil is not our definition of good and evil. So something bad might happen to you in order to teach you a lesson, to prepare you for something better later on. I know it's hard to think like that in the moment of the bad thing happening, but if you really think about it, all the negative things and the positive things that led you to where you are today got you to where you are today. And if not for those negative and positive things, you might not be here. You might not have the great job you just got, or the little girl sitting next to you, anything. Like, you can't live with any regrets, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all a learning process from the beginning to where you are now to where you will be. You're learning the whole way, and you're gonna drop some stuff. You're gonna fall on your face. You're gonna break some eggs, and that's just part of what it is to be alive.
It's part of the game.
Part of the game.